Hello, everybody. That is to say nobody, as I'm starting the stream right now. That! Volume was too loud for a split second. Because I actually wear these headphones for show. Oh my gosh. How do you guys, like, no matter what hour I start streaming, there's always people here. I guess I should be excited though, right? No, but hey, how you guys and gals doing tonight? Hope you're doing fantastic and wonderful. Hope this video makes your day even better. We're not going to be doing that long of a stream, honestly, because I'm actually trying to kill time for the reset, because I ended up hitting the, whoopsie daisy, normal Hydra. That's what we're doing today. I'm trying to get the as much adventuring as possible before they end up nerfing it, because they are talking about actually nerfing it and putting out a hotfix, despite the fact that what they should actually be focusing their time on is all of the game-breaking bugs and the tether system being removed. I don't think people, like 10 clubs getting adventuring really, really fast, I don't think that that matters. I don't think that that should be on their top priority list, especially considering just how expensive Blocktron and everything else is. Apparently they're going to be nerfing the like quests somehow and make it so that we can't end up just grinding the enemies over and over and over again. I think more so they're focusing on the Pirate one that's going on right now. But either way, like legit, dude, like it's like, I'm not saying that they shouldn't nerf it. I'm just saying that they really should get their priorities straight. Because honestly speaking, I think that this fast adventuring, which only a handful of clubs are taking advantage of in the first place, is a welcome change from the insane grind of this game. And isn't that like a little bit of a bonus? Shouldn't they just let us have that or give us like maxed out clubs or something because of all the stupid disconnects and the trash we've had to deal with this update? Like seriously, give me things. But yeah. Right now what we're doing is just grinding the normal Hydrakken badge. So is probably gonna take like, we're probably not even gonna get a badge in this video right now because, like I said, I'm just trying to kill half an hour because I ended up hitting my cap amount of quests to get adventurine. You can pretty much get 10,000 adventurine a day if you're with patron and 7,000 if you're not with patron. And that's with the current method of actually grinding adventurine, which right then and there is stupid because it means that in order to get Blocktron, who is 60,000 adventurine, you're gonna have to grind 6 days. Now that said, if you're, you know, if you got like a proper farm setup, you can get like the max amount of adventurine in a day in about 3 hours, which that's pretty brutal, man. Like 6 days worth of 3 hours, like 3 times 6. That'd be pretty nuts. And hi everybody as well that is like across the world and in different time zones and stuff. I know for me it's like 2:30 in the morning, but like I wanted to just do something, you know. I just ended up kind of rebuilding a little bit in the yeah, Joe and Merker here, rebuilding a bunch in the Team Pixel Hub on PC. I also finally the other day got to hop on Xbox and see what was going on there and on PS4, and I'm actually really excited about both versions. Like on Xbox the club has been grinding like crazy, and then on PS4 we've got a new hub in the works which looks really, really cool. I don't know whether or not they took inspiration from Team Pixel getting a reboot, or if it's just because that new biome is like so beautiful that everybody just wants to have a hub there, because that's what we got going on in there. Can you tell me if my gem is a good gem? I don't know. So the plan, as of right now, with the fixtures anyways, for Team Pixel, is we're going to go for the Rally of Heroes. We're going to upgrade to level 2. And then never, ever, ever get it to tier 3, because that's just a waste of clue bits. Like, seriously, it's astronomically... like an insane amount of clue bits just for the sake of getting one extra NPC. It's just not worth it. So instead, after we get to tier 2, we're going to be going for the gem one. That ends up decreasing the amount of gem dust that it takes to level up your gems and stuff. I'm a 13k gunslinger, free to play on PS4. Good job, dude. Give him a little golf clap. How strong are you guys? Like, show of hands for the people that are actually free to play. Because I'm interested to see, like, can you actually get, like, 20k PR being free to play? Or is it just, like, impossible, you know? My gamer tag on Xbox One is just Scythe Plays YT. Same on PS4. On PC, my username is just Scythe Plays. Because otherwise some freak took it on Xbox and PS4. Can you add me to Team Pixel? I'm not going to be adding people during this stream. Sorry, bud. Yeah, sure thing, Joe. You're totally free to play. Sean is saying he's 29 or 22.9 KPR. 17 KPR seems to be the average. 17, 18, 19. Man, you guys are crazy. Like, how do you do that? You gotta be like grinding non-stop. And how do you even get that luck with your, like, I don't believe it. I half don't believe you guys, because I'm sitting here thinking, like, in order to be free to play, doesn't that mean the only way that you can actually upgrade your gems is by getting the Lucky Clover Tome, right? And then either slowly upgrading to the other gem augment, or not gem augmenting, but the gem leveling items and stuff, right? Like, I don't know. Start at the beginning with the Shadow Hunter. See, that's more like it. I'm 9k PR. I started in the beginning of 2017 with the Shadow Hunter. That sounds more believable. I'm not saying the other folks that ended up saying their PR are lying or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, it's just like, that's crazy. Like, really. Way to go. I mean, I'm sitting here at 25,812, a power rank it will be impossible for you to reach by being a free-to-play player. That's me shining my nails in confidence. Because I've spent thousands of dollars on this game. Seriously, someone kill me. All right, I don't know how many, like, let's take a quick little peek, because I talked about these badges and I didn't even show what we're at. So we are at 14. Going on our 15th run right here. Can we end up actually getting to 50 normal Shadow Tower runs on Hydra before we end up actually getting the reset? Very, very doubtful. If we end up getting close enough to it, and if you guys and gals want me to continue, again, if we're close enough to it, that's the priority. I could end up just continuing the grind a little bit more just so that we could end up getting that badge, right? That said, if we're like only at halfway, like at 25 Shadow Towers, by the time we end up actually getting the server reset, then we'll probably just end up calling the stream. Generally, I want it to be a shorter one today. I've been so busy, man. That's why, like, I'm sorry I haven't been streaming much this week. I've just had my hands absolutely full trying to keep up with all the stuff, right? You spent money on a costume pack. Yeah, that does it. 18k, yeah, so there's quite a few people that are actually 18k. I'm really surprised. The people that got over 20k PR being free to play, GG, good on that one. Any giveaways? Sorry, I'm not doing giveaways in this stream. I know that I haven't had a Let's Play episode of Trove for a while, so I haven't had any giveaways. But most likely, if you're in my Discord, you're probably going to see me throw a bunch of streamer dream boxes and stuff like that, because I got a bunch of codes that are going to end up expiring by the end of this month, and I got to get rid of them. I'm at 10k played for 32 days. Oh my gosh, you're a cheater. What? Yeah, I know, Bile. I'm not only have I been playing this game like since closed beta, but like obviously I'm gonna be powerful in this game, right? But I've also been very, very fortunate. This is my moment where I get to say thank you. Because of you folks, I get to make a full-time living from my YouTube videos, and on top of that, I get to actually spend money on this game to experiment and figure stuff out, while also keeping me at the top. And I just want to say I'm really, really appreciative of that. Like, I still think that that's like, I don't know if I'm ever going to not be happy at the fact that I'm able to do my dream job right now, which is not only just play video games and grind non-stop, which nearly kills me. Like, seriously, grinding that Phoenix in 2 days was quite a lot, while also trying to manage like all of my videos and everything like that. But it's worth it, you know. I would rather be doing something like that than working in construction again, because that was just like, ew. Did you miss me from the Fiery Feather stream? Yes, Stevie, how you doing? I know Stratix. I'm kidding, dude. I'm not saying you're actually cheating. Or are you? I was thinking earlier, too, that if, in the very unlikely chance that I end up ever taking my GoPro camera to the gym just to be like, oh, here, this is my workout, what I'm doing, right? And I thought, like, I would end up taking the Shadow Tower theme from Trove as, like, my montage music. Because it's, like, the worst song in any video game, isn't it? What's your name in Trove so I could join you? You can't join me when I'm in Shadow Tower, sorry, bud. What up, Shonda? Also, hi to everybody else, and hi, Dragon Sword. Of course I remember you. What do you mean, do you remember me? Why is this enemy not dead? Like, seriously. I'm trying to keep up with the comments and stuff like that. Most of all, like, that's the thing, is I kind of can, because we're finally just doing some really monotonous task that doesn't really require me to pay that much attention. You know, like the Phoenix, we just had to, like, go crazy and stuff, whereas something like this, it's just, I'm grinding Shadow Towers. Twitch is always retweeting me now. Maybe it's automatic. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's like a Skype message. Weird. I'm just looking at my phone and I saw like a bunch of really weird notifications that I didn't understand. Hi, Maddie. I visited Team Pixel before. I got to see the artistic work. Looks amazing. What artistic work? We have art in Team Pixel? I should ban people. I really need... Oh! Dang it, man! During all the Halloween stuff that was going on, I should have bought myself a Thor hammer, so I could have used that anytime I end up using the ban hammer, right? Oh, man! Why didn't I think about it? It's your fault, actually, because you guys didn't tell me. I'm teasing. How do you join Team Pixel? Well, first of all, wait for your voice to go down a couple octaves, like mine. I'm just kidding. But, you just ask, you know, Merc's here, Joe's here. I think Max is here. Yeah, he's in Twitch. I see him in there. And he's in YouTube as well. Otherwise, yeah, just get your in-game name, and they're online. They'll invite you. I'm just not inviting people right now. Hello, sweet Jup Jup. Come on. Come on. Ah! Alright, I'll just pick you up then. Ugh. This is Jup Jup. She hasn't been in many videos lately, but she's really sick right now. She's also in heat. I gotta get her fixed in December. What? Type 5 if you're... No, don't type 5 if you're like a fan of me. That's weird. You're already in here, so I already know you're a fan. No. What? Dev should make 3 new characters. One of them should be a fighter class with boxing gloves. I know, that's the most popular one that everybody's been wanting for years. They are going to make at least 1 new class in 2018. The total goal, at least this is what they said years ago when I first started playing Trove, was that they were going to have, what was it, like 24 classes or something like that? Hopefully the next class, they finally end up actually, you know, making something new and unique rather than just another copy and paste or mix mash of like other classes. I'm looking at you, Chloromancer and Dino Tamer. Like, I want a new class. I want a class that not only feels cool to play, where it's like, dude, this guy is so awesome, I want to main him. But then on top of that, the numbers gotta not suck, so that it's like, dude, not only do I want to actually main this guy, but he keeps up with, like, the Gunslinger or something, you know? Like, I would love to have a fist-fighting monk character. I think that would be great. Kind of take influence from Diablo 3. Maybe make him kind of do, like, a boxing stance as his idle animation. I think that would be awesome. Or, what the little birds are telling me is the next class they're going to be working on is going to be samurai-themed, which would also fit with the new biome as well. Yes and no, because, again, that's mixing Japanese with Chinese up. But I'll take a samurai, so long as he uses a two-handed weapon. And isn't just another dumb idiot class? Sure. Who's your second highest class? I guess my Neo Ninja? Maybe? Oh, Joe's not even on Trove right now. Okay. But Joe, you have to have your character near the fixtures. We can't have the quest despawn, man. Wait, so you want Atlas and Trove? Just go play Warframe then. Go away, Max. I don't want to roll around in Trove. I want to be able to actually play Trove with a funner character. Also, did that new skin ever end up getting added to Warframe? That Grim Reaper skin? I know, by the way, just to the Warframe fans, I know that there's probably not many of them watching right now. I know I got recorded our Warframe episode. I haven't canceled that series or Roblox by any means. I've just been busy with all the Trove stuff. And honestly speaking, I don't think anybody's complaining. Because Trove's like the main thing on the channel anyways, right? So that's kind of why I've set it up as my priority. Also, it's new stuff for me to do, and I'm like really hyped about it, right? New class in before it makes monsters lag. Well, to be fair, if you've ever played Dragon's Dogma, it has actually one of the funnest melee combat systems of any video game, I would argue, like legit. And what it ends up doing for the effect of making your character feel powerful is every time you end up hitting an enemy, your weapon just goes straight through them, but it kind of goes like, it's like a nice chopping motion, kind of like a little bit glitchy with the frames, and it feels very, very satisfying, like you're actually causing a lot of damage to the enemy. And I think that could be something that would be really cool for the fist fighting character. Maybe he's got like a 0.1 second knockdown, or not knockdown, geez, stun on his attacks, so that you could end up being attacking with him, and then the enemy would just kind of get stun locked every now and then. Not necessarily locked, period, but it would just be like for the sake of coolness, you know, like it would look really neat. Make him feel like he's actually punching them and causing a lot of damage. How much money have you spent on Trove? I can't really say, because I've gotten packs in the past for free from the devs. Not anymore, mind you, I don't get anything. But in the past, I ended up getting a lot of stuff, and it ended up putting my patron points or loyalty points up quite a bit. What? Thank you, Sure Mark. I really appreciate it, dude. Like, really? They should make a class that is powerful. I know, like, that's the thing, is I want the next class, like, one of the biggest things that I don't think the devs are taking into account, which I hope that they end up actually doing with the new character, is that movement speed is vital to farming. You know? Like, we need the next character to be able to have, like, a really good movement speed build and actually be fast. Like, I would love to have a character that would be able to keep up with the Neon Ninja. Maybe even have, like, some dash abilities and stuff. Hopefully that wouldn't be as laggy as the Neon Ninja's #1. But maybe he's, like, not based on energy. Maybe he's kind of based on, like, rage or berserk or something. So it's, like, as you end up attacking enemies, that's how you end up building your energy. And then you could end up using more and more powerful abilities or something. I think that could be really cool. But again, we'll see what happens because we are talking about Trove. The system can only go so far. I just hope that it's a cool character and not a lame one. Otherwise, we're still just waiting for MapleStory 2, right? Hopefully at the end of 2018. Like, seriously, I want that game now. How about a fast sniper for a class? Well, we already kind of have the Shadowhunter for a sniper character. But otherwise, I think a rifle character we could have. That would work. Maybe a little bit more focused on like traps and stuff like that. Not necessarily, I wouldn't want it to mix in with the Dino Tamer though, like he's already kind of got that. But how much loyalty points do you have? I don't really want to look at it. It's kind of scary. Like I guess I can look at it. Oh, hey Matt. Are you actually, which one are you in the Discord, dude? Because apparently, yeah, he's one of the Xbox officers. Because otherwise, yes. I wish I could give you like a little icon or something. Yeah, a hunter character. That would be pretty cool. Like, I think the Demon Hunter from Diablo. Like, generally speaking, I really wish that the devs actually played other video games so that they could take inspiration from other video games. More specifically, Diablo 3. Like, that game's got some really tight characters. You know, like they're all very, well, I wouldn't really say they're very balanced. I mean, some of them are just outshine the rest, but I'm just saying, like, it's like they could really stand to kind of take inspiration from those characters. Like, I would either want a very dark themed, like maybe a demon character that actually has like bat wings or something, or, oh, that would be so cool if, what I would really want them to do, but they're not going to, is start making some unique skeletons, like some unique player models for the different characters. Like, I would like to have a centaur character that doesn't actually use a mount. A bigger character, maybe he like swings a big log and maybe he can't use mounts because he's too big, or he just looks hilarious on the tiny little mounts. I would love to have a character that's 1 block tall, maybe a Cubesley character that specifically is going to end up being very good for mining and stuff like that. Maybe even have like special abilities where you could end up pressing a button to make him like go through a wall in a dungeon. Like he could actually go through a dungeon wall without having to use a bomb or something, so that he could actually kind of keep up with the other characters. But then you're gonna hear snoring. That's Jub Jub. She's sleeping on my lap. And then also, I still want a 2-handed sword character. I would love to see a demon hunter type of character and stuff. Like, there's so many things that they could end up doing. It always gets me really, really pumped when we start talking about this, so I probably shouldn't be talking about it because none of this is ever going to be a part of the game. Yeah, that was the thing, is Sean, exactly. Dragons that fly and not glide. I think that would be really cool. Maybe have a, maybe have like, first of all, this is something that I talked about years ago, where at 1,000 mastery, I really think that they should give us a jetpack that's actually functional so we can use it for building and club worlds and stuff like that. Because seriously, if you ever get to 1,000 mastery, you should be rewarded with cheaty items. Like, why not, right? But I mostly really would love to have like maybe a demon character that has bat wings or something, and maybe kind of similar to the Fate Trickster where he's always flapping and not actually on the ground. Or maybe he's got like one form where he's on the ground and then you cast his ult and then he's flying around. I don't know, maybe he kind of like opens dark portals and stuff like that. I would also love to have a proper mage character. I know we've got magic-based characters, but I mean a proper mage where we would be sitting here and waiting on cast times, you know, and then cause like a lot of major damage for the simple fact that it would end up taking the amount of cast time into play, right? Like, I think it would be really cool. There is actually a demon costume for the Boomeranger, dude. It's in the Chaotic Crafter. An engineer, technically, we already have that with the Pirate Captain. But I think one thing that I would love to have Trove do, it wouldn't even really, like, it wouldn't debalance the game or anything like that, but I would love if they would go back to the game's code and change it so that, like, the minions, like the Dino Tamer's minion, or the, what's it called, like the other, Dino Tamer, and who else am I thinking? Tomb Raiser. I don't want their minions to despawn, dude. Like, seriously. That was stupid the moment it was added to the game. I want to have an army of minions following me around that can die, and then you end up summoning more, but I don't want them to be on a time limit on top of also being able to die. Like, it's like, pick one. Either they're invincible and last for a time limit, or they last forever and end up dying. You know, one or the other, please. Yeah, flying would be really cool. Well, see, again, the Necromancer, like, we kind of already have that with the Tomb Raiser, which is why that class was so hyped back in the day. This Gunslinger costume, Jacob, is actually from the Chaotic Crafting Table, so go check it out. I've actually got a video on it all as well. Yeah, they're slowly working on balancing out the characters. PvP is just an afterthought at this point. Like, seriously, that turkey event forcing us to grind PvP really just went to show that they don't put any effort into the PvP. Like, I can't even believe how broken it is now. Like, at first it used to be pretty fun. Now it's just unplayable. I mean, I guess what isn't unplayable with this update, right? Like, there's a lot that is not playable. What's the new class? We don't know, dude. We don't know. We've got, like, everybody wants a fist-fighting character, but I'm hearing that the next class might actually be a samurai-based character. So I don't know. Yeah, the tethering system is going to be removed. I don't know why they're waiting so long. They're focusing their attention, like, I think what's going on, don't quote me on this is just speculation, but I think what's going on is right now they're kind of frustrated that only a handful of people, mind you, not really that many people, are kind of taking advantage of an exploit to end up getting Adventurine. It's not really an exploit considering the amount of Adventurine that we actually need in this game. Like, seriously, if they're gonna get rid of it, I say just lower the amount of Adventurine that it costs for everything. But anyways, my point being that the, like, tethering system should be their top priority. I think they're delaying it now because they're trying to put out one hotfix that's going to remove the tethering, but simultaneously is going to end up patching the Adventurine quests so that they become absolutely disgusting. You know? So we'll see. Again, that's just kind of my feel for it, just because they usually end up delaying something so that they can end up adding another thing to it rather than focusing on what they should do, which is the tethering needs to be gone. Like, seriously. Yes, thank you, Merc, for actually naming the costume in the YouTube chat. Grow up, Robotic. I call everyone dude or dudette. So, hello, dudette. What are we at, by the way, as far as these badges? Because we only got like 10 minutes left. How fast did we do this? 21. So that's not too bad, but yeah, we're probably going to end up calling this stream like it's going to be a shorter one, where we're going to end up calling it on the daily reset. Sorry, everybody. Which one? Martial Emblem or Death Defying? Ooh. Martial Emblem, I would say, is more important than Death Defying. Death Defying only becomes pivotal when you get to the end game and everything in the game one-shots you. Also, you got to have good enough gems that don't have, like, health on them. What is tethering? I'm actually going to be putting out a video, I think that's later today, that's going to actually explain tethering, because lots of people are still very, very confused as to how it actually ends up working and how you use it. So I am going to be putting out a tutorial for that. It seemed kind of pointless. Like, I'm sorry I waited so long for a tethering tutorial, but when the devs kept saying they were going to end up hot fixing tethering out, I thought it was going to be within the first few days of the update, not take like the first few weeks of the update. So I'm just going to put the video out and say screw it. Nice, Orion. He's got 13 KPR Gunslinger as a free-to-play on PS4. We're not really asking for free-to-play players anymore, but hey. Yeah, sure thing, Robotic. I don't know what you're saying anymore. Also, check out Steam, because there's lots and lots of games that are super duper cheap right now. I actually just picked up a couple of them just today myself. There's... I don't want to mention any of them. I'm going to do a video on them for sure eventually, but man alive, I've got a lot of games to cover, and the list grows longer as I end up just playing more and more Trove, right? This is out on console, right? Yeah. Why does everybody still think that this isn't on console? Yes, it's on console. Oh. Yeah, Robotic, I get you. Hey, Damien. What's up? Scythe, what stats should I focus on the 9? DPS, same as all the era characters. I actually have a video already, like that's the thing, is I have tutorials on pretty much everything as far as this new update is concerned that I ended up recording when it was on the test server, but all of that stuff still applies. So I have a video that talked about like the Knight rework and why he's like really, really powerful now. So you can just go check that one out, dude, if you're a little bit confused about the stats that you should actually be focusing on. But otherwise, yeah, it's just DPS. Like, you're just focusing on physical damage, crit hit. Crit damage as the lowest stat value, if possible. Do you think the devs should buff all tank characters? What tank characters? The only tank in the game right now, honestly speaking, is pretty much the Ice Sage, because it's the only thing that can actually tank towers very well and also slows down the bosses. Otherwise, they single-handedly ruined the Tomb Raiser, as they ended up getting rid of the... that one I would say is actually an exploit where it made him invincible, but it single-handedly made him useless. Like, seriously. You can still be DPS as a Tomb Raiser, but... I mean, I already had a video covering that as well, and he's very slow to get, like, the kills. He's not really very ideal for farming at all, and now that they ended up nerfing the Vial, he's not very good for tanking either, unfortunately. I think that they should add like an armor stat and maybe a little bit more life leech to some of the other characters so that we could actually balance some of them out. Like Candy Barb. Candy Barb is actually one of the hardest hitting melee characters in the game. But as a tank, despite the fact that your class gem ability is like so good for tanking, you're gonna die like instantly in Ultra Towers, dude. Like seriously. So I think that they should actually have like kind of a rework to just kind of the health in the game, not necessarily like the classes specifically. I think that they need to work on some of the stats. Dino Tamer is a strong class. Yes, it most definitely is. I'd say he's actually probably second to the Gunslinger as far as Shadow Towers, just because in a lot of ways he's actually better for just like all these enemies in Shadow Towers. Not necessarily because his damage is as good as the Gunslinger, but most of all just because of the fact that he's like really like he's got a lot of crowd control, and when you're on your mount with your ult, you can be jumping around a lot. What's the strongest class? Fade Trickster technically is the strongest class, but you're probably not going to want to use it outside of just Titan bosses. And even then, whenever you end up getting tagged, you're going to end up doing less damage. They should make a new weapon higher than Stellar. That no. It was already pretty crazy when they added the Stellars and all the time-gated content. Like, that's one thing that I really don't like about, like, the recent updates is all the time-gated content. Like, it's like, even with the clue bits and Adventurine and stuff like that, you can only end up earning so much a day, like, thus meaning that technically it's time-gated. Like, it's holding us back, you know, from actually being able to grind and play this game as much as we want to. Did I say Shadow Hunter? I meant Shadow Tower. Because otherwise, yeah, Shadow Hunter does not keep up in Shadow Towers at all. Like, you can use him, but if you're wanting, like, a really powerful character, You can use him for farming. He's a lot of fun for that. Which is better, Gunslinger or Shadow Hunter? Gunslinger. Gunslinger is the best. Like, Gunslinger straight up is just, like, the strongest. Play Roblox Prison. I know, I'm gonna have another prison video. Don't worry. Later, Max. Oh, have fun on your trip. I didn't know you were going on a trip. What? Is it worth spending cash on this game? Depends what you're buying. Depends what you're buying. Hi, Darkbane. What's up? But yeah, it really depends what you're buying. Right now, we've got the Block Friday actually going on, so I would recommend if you're going to spend money, spend it now. The Essentials pack is just, it's worth it. Not only is that pack getting taken out of the game, but it's like $6 right now, and you get so many items and mastery out of it. Like, seriously, it's the most valuable pack in the entire game right now. How do you have different Ultra V effects? They changed it, dude. With this update, depending on what costume you're using, the Gunslinger's video effects are actually governed by it. What are you doing in the Shadow Hydrakken? I'm grinding the Shadow Tower badge, where you gotta kill the Hydrakken and Dreadnought. We're not doing Dread today, but we have to kill him 300 times on normal, 300 times on hard, and 300 times on Ultra. It's disgusting because it doesn't actually work downward. Like, you can't complete Ultra Hydra and get hard and normal. Which, honestly, that's something that they should really prioritize as a patch, because that's just stupid. That's dragging out content. That's not making more content. You know? Yep, that's right. Joe's right. Thanks for reminding me. So, we've got the daily reset. Blech. I'm going to end up getting my clue bits here. Or clue bits. My qubits. Let's grind these out by just going through the Shadow Tower, because Shadow Tower is the most effective way to actually grind up your qubits, because of the fact that every single dungeon in the Shadow Tower counts as a 3-star. So we're going to go through here, get my qubits and all my daily stuff out of the way, and then we're going to end up swapping and, well, swapping. I'm not going to be streaming, and I'm going to end up going and grinding up my Adventurine while I try to edit and rush some videos out that have to go up today as well. I'm almost a 10k candy barbarian. Blah. What? I'm 108 mastery. What should I do to get more if I'm free to play? Sales? Those are actually really good if you don't already have them. Because you have to, like, you can spend your glim at the merchants, like the ship merchants out in the world and stuff. And that's actually quite a bit of just free mastery right then and there, right? What are the things to aim for? My class gem on my Gunslinger. Physical damage, crit hit, and crit damage. Not necessarily in that order. You want the physical damage to take up the 3 squares, the crit damage to take up 2, and crit hit to take up 1. Because the gunslinger and the pirate captain, I think those are the characters, end up actually having more crit hit as a base, just from leveling them up, than any other ranged character in the game. So you're going to be getting to 100% crit hit really, really easily with the gunslinger. Some issues that have popped up are that they had the class ownership transferred to random players. What? I don't know what you mean. I would say go and send in a ticket, because, yeah, there's lots of game-breaking bugs with this update, dude. Like, I had my video talking about 6 of them. There's a lot more that I didn't actually talk about. Like, there really is. Oh, club ownership. That one, you're just pretty much screwed. I kind of did have a video talking about that, where what you wanted to do before this update, I guess granted I should have had the video tutorial come out just before the update ended up hitting, kind of a how to prepare for this update. You were supposed to lower the ranks of anyone who was a leader so that you would end up getting the president rank, because otherwise it was completely and utterly random in who it ended up actually promoting to the president in Club Worlds. It was not based on like who was most active or anything like that. But who's better, Draco or Shadowhunter? Draco sucks, sorry to say. They really need to buff the Draco, like it does not keep up. Anyways, shorter stream today. I gotta get to grinding my adventurine, so thanks so much for watching, everybody. Very much appreciate you coming out. Check out the hub. We got a whole bunch of new things going on here. Probably gonna end up having that tethering video come out today as well. Look at all that robotic salvage, like geez Louise. And no Dragonite, of course, like seriously, yikes. Have yourselves a fantastic day, night, whatever time it is, though. I'm hoping that I can end up doing a little bit more streams throughout this week, but I've got my hands full with a lot of side projects and stuff that are going on right now. Either way, have a great day, sayonara, and stay epic, everybody. I gotta wait for the stream to catch up to itself now. Da 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 ba 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 ba.